Hi, Girl Boarders. It is my absolute pleasure to have you here with me today. And let me introduce myself. I am Liz Farrellin, and I am an emotional health and wellness coach, and I'm also author of The Faster Process. And this cute little book here is all about emotional balance and teaches you the science behind how your body needs to release emotional toxins. The simple awareness of this process allows you to release emotional pain a whole lot easier. And comes with lots of pretty pictures as well. So not only do I teach the science behind emotional balance and well-being, but I teach the science behind visualization and manifesting the reality of your dreams. In the book, I actually do go through goal boards and how to do this effectively. However, today you are in luck because I'm going to run you through those tips and tricks and show you step by step how to create a gorgeous goal board that you can look at daily to motivate you to focus on your goals and strive towards them. Okay, let's go. Welcome to the Goal Board Workshop. So to start with, we're going to go through the power of visualization. We're going to talk about imagination. So remember, as a child, you would daydream a lot. You lived in this wonderful world of fairy tales and where anything is possible. We dream of being able to fly like a fairy, or to swim like a mermaid, or to have a beautiful ball gown like a princess. We may have dreamt of having X-ray vision or having super strength to save the day. You know how excited a child gets when they're playing an imaginative game. Those daydreams provide us with an escape from reality into a world where magic can happen. When did you lose that? Or do you still have it? Usually it's lost when you're told not to be silly and that fairies don't exist, unicorns are just a myth, and mermaids cannot be real. Someone squashed your dreams and told you that you were silly for even thinking it. They gave you a filter, and you had to reduce yourself to conformity. You had to look around for the nearest acceptable belief and walk that path with the other non-imaginers, all the while secretly wishing you could be the one fluttering along on the other path in your own little land of dreams. You know I'm right. Science. I hope you like how pretty and colourful this all is. It felt like being bright. So visualization works in your brain through lighting up a pathway of neurons. If this pathway is used only once, it will fade away. However, if you keep using this pathway repeatedly and in many visualizations of the same occurrence, then you will create a deep and permanent pathway that is really, really, really hard to undo, to the point where it becomes habitual. Actually, let me just tell you a quick story about that. There's a few scientific research studies out there that show how this occurs, and actually one was done by an Australian scientist. And what he actually did was he took 3 groups of athletes and he asked them to practice shooting hoops. So one group, he said, for 21 days you will practice shooting hoops for an hour a day. To the second group of athletes, he said, you will visualize playing shooting hoops for an hour a day. And to the third group, he said, you'll do nothing for 21 days. So after the 21 days were finished, he came back and he studied all 3 groups. And he found that the basketball players that had actually physically practiced, they had improved by 24%. The group that did nothing hadn't improved at all. But astoundingly, the ones that only visualized practicing for an hour a day, they improved by a whopping 23%. So almost or as good as the group that actually practiced, physically practiced for that hour a day. So that's the power of visualization. And just another story, when I was little, I used to tap dance. And in class, when I was just slightly bored, I would sit there and my little feet would do my routine. They would just tap, 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 tap away doing my routine, so that the next time I did it, and I would visualize doing it out on stage, I would be out there actually dancing, so that I knew my routine down pat within only a couple of lessons, because that's how I practice. I practice through a lot of visualization. And I'm sure that you can think of many scenarios when you've done exactly the same thing. So let's get creating. So now we need to focus on you and your goals. So what are your goals and your dreams? And what is your reason why? So here are some of the examples that you need to think about. And when writing down my goals, I'll just quickly take a break and just talk to you a little bit about goals. I always write down what I want to achieve, and then I have to think about why I want to achieve that. And then I write that down as well. But then as a life coach, we teach you that that first reason that you've just written down isn't always the real reason why it's so important to you. So you need to say, well, why is that important to me? And then you need to say, why is that important to me, until you get down to the reason. So for example, I might say, I want to create a business from home, one that will earn me $10,000 a month. Why is that important to me? It's important to me because I want to be at home with my children and have flexibility in my life while still earning a great income. And why is that important to you, to me? Well, that's important to me because I feel it's important that I be home with my kids, because I want to be there for all their assemblies and their school events. Well, why is that important to you? Well, that's important to me because my mother did the same thing for me, and I really appreciated that. And you see that that's my real reason. My real reason was that I was brought up like that, and that became really important for me to do. So think about it like that, and that's how you write down your goals. So let's look at, specific examples. So there might be a car that you want to buy. And don't be afraid to put material things up there. This is your goal board. This is for you only. And I usually find if you do have those material things up there, then you are achieving that. Like you might want to buy a pair of Jimmy Choo shoes. So, you're going to get yourself a picture of Jimmy Choo shoes and put that on your vision board. You might want a specific car. You might want a beautiful specific house, like that's for sale at the moment. You can put that on there. So I have a Tesla pictured on my board because that's my dream car. You could search for the perfect house in the perfect location. It could be a farmhouse. It could be a house in the water. It could be a house in a particular estate. A unit in the city. It could even be a caravan that you live in while you travel around your country. You could look for a picture of your idea of love if finding a romantic connection is a goal for you. So look at a picture of what you would imagine your ideal man or woman to be. Remember, it doesn't only have to be looks. It can be an attitude or personality, or be a great parent or a good provider. You need to think about all of that. Then you could search for a picture of family if you're hopeful for a family. Add a prayer or an affirmation onto your board. Their words are powerful. Think about your career. What pictures depict your dream job? Spiritual growth is another important one. I have that all over my goal board. And I have lots of symbols, things that symbolize meanings to me. Like, as you would have seen, I'm wearing my elephant shirt, and that's also on my goal board because he's very symbolic of enlightenment and knowledge and wisdom. And he carries on him flowers. Flowers indicate truth. The butterfly indicates change and metamorphosis. You know, feathers indicate flight, birds, and also truth. And then you've got the key to unlocking the wisdom is on that elephant. So that elephant there incorporates absolutely so many things that are important to me in my spiritual growth. No, but you could have a picture of Jesus, or a picture of Ganesh, or a picture of Buddha, whatever is important to you and whatever makes you feel amazing inside. Think about exercise, weight management, meditation, flexibility, surgery, health, happiness, love, career, faith, anticipated income or family. Try to think of everything and incorporate it all into your vision board. So, specific techniques. When you think of your goal, where are you? What do you hear? And get out a notebook and write this all down. Is there a smell to that goal? Is there something that you associate with success or fond memories with that goal? Who or what do you see? And can you taste anything? Is there salt in the air? Or does it taste like a great glass of champagne? Or do you hear the clinking sound? Is there a texture to your goal? What are you wearing when you achieve this goal? What does the grass beneath your feet feel like? Or is it a steering wheel of the new car, or the smell of a new car? And how does that feel? What emotions are you feeling as you're sitting in your new car, smelling that new car smell? Because emotion is the secret. Emotion is the secret to manifestation. Actually, holding that emotion that you imagine feeling while envisioning your goal in guaranteed anticipation and appreciation is the key to unlocking manifestation. I do go a lot further into this in my book, but that there is a really, really important sentence, because that feeling of guaranteed anticipation and appreciation is the key. It's like, okay, I have a goal of, let's go back to the car. So I want a Tesla. So I'm going to pretend that I've ordered that online. I've ordered my Tesla. I've gotten the color right. I've ordered all my cup holders that I want, because that's one of, as my husband always jokes, that's the most important thing in buying a car for me, is how many cup holders it has. You know, it's leather interior or it's material interior. I haven't quite thought that far ahead, but I've put everything into my Tesla and I've ordered it. So I've sat there and now I have that feeling of guaranteed anticipation, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming and I'm so excited and I'm looking forward to this car arriving. It's like, I'm going to go and check that mailbox every single day, because I know there's going to be a letter saying, yes, it's ready to be picked up. And I'm feeling appreciation, like gratitude that I have finally achieved one of my goals of getting my Tesla. So that guaranteed anticipation is like, you need to imagine you've placed the order for your goal and you just have to sit there in guaranteed anticipation that it's on your way to you. And that's manifestation. So let's get started. Here I am with my goal board. And I have all sorts of things on there. Like I have my family, so they're my most important things. I've got my money, my income. You know, I want to save more, or I want to earn more. And then I've got my family, keeping them happy and healthy. And then I move on to me time and my things and my exercise. I do a particular dance that I want to achieve more in this year if we ever get out of isolation. And then, then I go into my spiritual and my crystals and my rose quartz and my belief system and my balance. And then I've also got all these little top secret things there, which I'm about to reveal to you. You must be excited. So what you need to start your vision board, well, you'll need a piece of cardboard or canvas. I do use canvas. You need magazines or a computer and printer, scissors or paper trimmer, hot glue or a glue stick, the faster process quote cards, which are my vision board quote cards. I'll show you a little bit later on. A little time to set aside to do this, which if you're still in isolation, you'll have lots of time to do this. And optional, you grab the book because the book has so much information in there to help you. And a laminator. I love my laminator. Can't do without my laminator, to be frank. So let's quickly go through the book. So what does FASTER stand for? It stands for Feel, Acknowledge, Start, Thank, Release. 5 steps. 5 steps to overcoming emotional pain. So what if you could overcome society's deep-rooted cultural negative programming? Imagine the life you'd be able to manifest. So that's based on the fact that you were brought up silenced. So as a child, if you cried, you were told to stop crying, build a bridge, get over it. Big boys don't cry. Children should be seen and not heard. You weren't ever taught that you should cry, that crying is one of your body's ways to actually release emotional pain. You were told to stifle your tears and not cry and build that pain up to become an emotional toxin to then poison your body, because that's what emotional toxins do. So the FASTER process is actually designed to help you master the art of guiding and elevating your emotions in the right way. And it teaches you the proper ways that your body actually releases those toxins, because your body was designed to release emotional toxins. You aren't aware of it. You haven't been taught how to do it. And the book teaches you how to do that and the way that your body actually does release toxins and that you should be allowing yourself to be doing. So by harnessing the 29 powers that are within the book, you can overcome any obstacle and improve your self-confidence. You can use balance and intention to attract your desires and find your true purpose in life. So that's my book. You can get that online anywhere. Amazon still have a few new and used copies, but it's in Booktopia. It's on my website. It's on both of my websites, which is www.lizbarallen.com and www.goalboard.com.au. Okay, let's get to it. So magazines are pretty easy. You just rifle through your magazines, look for pictures that you love, look for words that stand out. I actually do prefer being more specific. So I prefer getting on a computer and typing in searches and finding a picture that speaks to me, and it will be different for you as well. So for example, better income. So I, type that in, then I search on the images. Let me just show you. I don't have a mouse, so I can't show you, but it's highlighted up there. So type on images, and that will bring up a whole lot of images for you to look at. So you look at the goals that you have written down and you determine what each one looks like to you. Step 2 is you search through magazines or computers for pictures, sayings, or the words that represent your goals. Here's a couple more. So you could put on a dream home, and that's very vague. Be specific to you. Like, go onto your local real estate site and search for one that you could possibly buy. It's outside of your price range at the moment. That's be specific. For me, I live in Cairns, Australia, so I want a house on an acreage underneath a mountain, rainforesty mountain, and that's specific to me. Then we have families who pop family in, and then you look for one that looks just right to you. Or if you have your own family, print out a photo of your own family. Having a baby, if that's what you want to do. Having find a photo that looks like you, or looks like the partner you want. Create a business. There's all sorts of different terms that you can actually search. And here are just a few, if you want to run a marathon or lose weight or work from home, achieve relaxation, health, compete, get a degree, study. You need a surgery, but you can't afford it. Pop your surgery there. Spiritual, prayer, recognition. Make it specific to you. These are all just ideas. So 3, print out the pictures that most represent what you imagine your goal to look like. 4, which is optional. Laminate your pictures if you have a laminator. It isn't a necessary step, but it does help your pictures look amazing, and they'll last the whole year, because you should change your goal board once every year. And 5, cut your pictures out with scissors or a paper trimmer. 6, here are my quote cards. You take the quote cards that you like the most from the Vision Board quote card bundle. Choose ones that you can pin to your pictures. Remember that words can amplify the energy of your pictures and help you to remember to say and think what you want to achieve. These quote cards are phrased as motivational affirmations that, when spoken and thought multiple times daily, can amplify that energy into manifestation. You can also come up with your own. But I have done a lot of research into what ones work really well. And I have been doing dream boards for about 15 years. In fact, I ordered my husband via a dream board. So specifically got him too. They've been working really, really well for me for 10 years. And I even include the prayer that you should be using, the universal prayer. And if I can find that quickly now, I'll read it to you. Okay, so it's universe. Please bring this to me and make it exceed my expectations. Make me so happy that I have it, and make it so easy that it catches me by surprise. The truck just went past. Sorry about that. I put that prayer right in the middle of my vision board and I work out, because that to me is the most important thing to have on there. And I also have in these cards, I have things like I am, and you fill in the blank, as you can see in the picture there. So I'll show you them at the end of the workshop though. So lay out your pictures onto your cardboard or canvas. Now the layout's quite important actually. I always make sure that I have a bit of order to my layout. And I know that when I look at my board, I look to the center and then I work down. Then I go over to the right and up, and then across to the left-hand side and then down. And that's the way I look at my vision board. So if you want to stand there with yours and try to work out where your eyes go automatically, that's always a good thing to start with. So that's my layout for me. I always start with, I want to create a better income, I want to build a 6-figure income, or I want to start saving more. I'm not great at that. And I always place my universal prayer in the middle, as I just said. So determine the importance of your goals and work in the direction that suits you. Now, words have power, guys, and here's the secret words that I talk about, the 5 magical A's of manifestation. Ask, allow, already, anticipate, appreciate. And that is copyright to me, guys, so please don't go sharing that with everyone. It is in my book, and I don't want to be seeing that everywhere else because that is copyrighted to me. So you always ask for what you want. You allow yourself to receive what you've asked for. That can sometimes be the hardest step. Already is one of the most powerful words in affirmations. If you are saying, I already have it, then you are building the belief that you already have it. And I'm going to share with you one of my top secret sayings, because this is what I say during a Reiki healing. I say, it's already healed. So if you're feeling sick, place your hands over your chakra, your heart chakra. I usually use my solar plexus chakra, and I say it's already healed. It's already healed. Or you place your hands on the associated chakra with where you're feeling sick or sore. Top secret, that one. Anticipate. Anticipate is the feelings, the emotions that word invokes in me is amazing. Like, I anticipate it. It was so exciting. That excitement, that build up of excitement is one of the main secrets in manifestation and actually making it a reality. And then appreciation. So gratitude, thanking it, learning how to thank the situation for where you are now is one of the most important things that you can learn how to do. And I actually teach that in my book again. But appreciation for your goal is like a magnet, and it brings more of that goal towards you. If you appreciate every little bit of money that you're getting, then it's bringing more into your life. So number 8, step 8, writing your power words is a much more powerful way of energizing the words than typing them on the computer. Once you have written them out, then you can laminate them and cut them out. Step 9, place your power words where you need them to be in order to amplify the energy of the desired goal. So place them over your pictures, things that you already have or already achieved, things that you appreciate, things that you will allow more of into your life. Step 10, once you are happy with the placement of everything, glue the pictures down. I prefer using hot glue as it will last longer. And 11, hang your goal board in a location that you will see it multiple times daily. I hang mine in my wardrobe so I can look at it when I'm dressing. However, I do prefer to hang it on the wall beside my bed at eye level while I'm laying down. That way I can see it before I go to sleep at night and as soon as I wake up. And these are the things that are these visualizations and the words are entering my head at these appropriate times throughout the day. The house I'm currently in doesn't make it possible, unfortunately, because I've got a door right there. But this is what I prefer you to be aiming for. So I would prefer to see you putting it beside your bed at eye level. If you can't, put it somewhere else where you will see it daily. And if you're subconscious about it being, self-conscious about it being in your room or visible to anyone else, then place it somewhere where people aren't going to see it other than you. So final tips, keep it visual in an area that you'll see it daily. Take a photo of it and make it the wallpaper on your phone. Remember that you don't need to explain your choices to anyone. They're there for you and your goals only. Dream big and dream small and dream in the middle. Remember to look at it daily and hold the emotion of guaranteed anticipation and appreciation. Remember the importance of the words you use, and use the 5 magical A's. Ask, anticipate, allow, already, appreciate. And read all about this in the faster process. And use the vision board quote cards to amplify your visualization process. So, and as my thank you, I know you would like to get your hands on a copy of the faster process as well as the vision board quote cards. So you are in luck. I'm offering a great price on a bundle. So with this, you'll get the book, the gratitude journal, the vision board quick start guide, and the vision board quote cards. So I will just show you what they look like. So you get the book. You will get the vision board quick start guide. So it's a lot of the tips and tricks that we've already discussed, but you'll get it into like a little hard copy. I will give you a gratitude journal, and gratitude journal is something I do go through in the book, and I tell you exactly how to lay it out. But this is just a journal at the present time. And then you get the cards. So these are 30 cards, all beautifully designed. And you can see ones like that. I am already earning, and you write what you want to be earning. And that's the universe card that I was telling you about. And these are absolutely gorgeous cards that show that you got this, that you can do this, and that you can achieve whatever you want to put on that vision board of yours, or the goal board of yours. So to get the bundle, all you need to do is, it's only $49.95. So all of that together is actually priced at around $67. So when you buy it as a bundle, you get it for $49.95. So you just need to go to the website, www.goalboard.com.au or www.lizbarallen.com. Either or the bundle is there. And I will also send you a link in the email as well. So thank you very much for joining me for this workshop today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've learned a fair bit and the power of words and what words you should be using in order to manifest the reality that you want. And if you have any questions at all, let me know, and I will say goodbye. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful year with your vision board where you can see it daily. And thank you.